themselves through their training in the martial arts is really the one that satisfied me a lot. And I see it a lot in a lot of my students, and that's the reason why they're still here. And that's probably the biggest factor, in the martial arts training is to be able to train self-defense and then turn around and be able to view your life within the martial arts, and then probably say get married and have a kids, and then be able to you see the kids coming back and training. It's just it's a positive thing that happens to everybody that's in the martial arts. A long time ago when I first started this thing, my brother used to go train. I used to go to see him, and he would say, "When are you going to come in?" "Well, I'll be in next week." I kept going and going, and finally, after a while, I got tired of what I was doing, so I started training. That's been 21 years ago.
My name is Jim Seeley. I'm 63 years old, and I just passed the black belt test about 3 weeks ago, on July the 8th. I've been studying the martial arts for about 26 years, off and on. And I was married for 37 years, very happily. Had 3 children. I worked many years for the government. I've been retired for about 10 years, and I enjoy life in the martial arts.
After many years, Brian and I visited Dan's school and found that he's carried on the tradition that Brian had originally taught and his goals, and what we both were looking forward to in the martial arts.
What I noticed most about Dan's school recently, after not seeing him for many years, is that he has kept a very fine family unit. And he has helped the people, his black belts and all the other members of his school develop. And built kind of a community. And it's really been unique to see someone who's kept that many people active, loyal to school for so long, with such enthusiasm, and also with expanding skills, personal skills, that we've all continued to develop.
Well, it's a really good school because we practice full contact fighting, and this will prepare you for any unfortunate situation which you might run into on the street. So, particularly for women, I recommend the school. If you're willing to take a little punishment, then you'll be able to perhaps save your life or escape without harm if someone tried to hurt you. So it's really good training. It's really effective training, and I can't think of a better school.
It complemented my overall just physical fitness training and made a lot of friends. Yeah. And as far as martial arts, I've always wanted to train since I was young. And finally I achieved my degree in 1989. That's when I became a first degree black belt.
A lot of times when people who haven't trained and know how to defend themselves, they react in a way that provoke violence. And a lot of people think that martial art is violent, which it is, but the true martial art, the true martial art who teaches you how to defend yourself, the last thing you want to do is to provoke violence. The first thing you want to do is promote peace.
I first started because my brother, George Lynn, he had me interested in martial arts, and his friends used to come over to the house. They used to watch demonstrations and whatnot, and I just became interested in working out at that time it was called College Center Karate. It's helped me build my self-confidence. It's taught me how to be more patient and understanding. Martial arts isn't just doing physical things. It has a lot to do with mental discipline. And it helps build character.
I work in law enforcement, and so I got into training originally because there was another black belt, Scott Thompson, who I saw in action on the streets, and I knew that I couldn't do what he did. And he took out 3 guys in about 10 seconds, and without physically, without putting anybody in the hospital, but he was the winner after about 10 seconds with 3 guys, and I knew I couldn't do that. And so I asked him where I should train, what I could do. He told me, he referred me to some Beta Brothers.
I used to dance in that same complex, and I watched Bruce Lee movies, and he influenced me. That's why I started, because I like Bruce Lee, so I wanted to be like him. I think it's a real good studio because we go full contact sparring, so I think it helps us with what would happen on the outside on the street.
I've known Steve Dan since I was 15 years old. I started with him in like 1975. And so we and a few of the other guys and some of the older guys have been around him for a lot of years.
Okay, my name is George Mickey, Chief Instructor from Mira Mesa. And I've known Dan Cepeda so many years. I came from Hawaii. And he's been my idol in school. And we worked together in the Club Alliance in San Diego with the police department. And I'm really grateful for him coming over to my place and having all of my black belts to perform for him. And he's my real #1 man and his real life source.
The idea behind the demonstration is just to kind of give an overview of the art as we practice it. We want to show what self-defense techniques are, some of the forms, and we want to entertain a little bit. And we want to do it in a dynamic way that's pleasing to the people. The breaking, for instance, I think it gives people a sense of the power that's involved that people can generate and deliver, when they're performing the techniques in a self-defense situation.
One of the things that is offered the most is that the fact that I have probably about 20 black belts that I promoted throughout the years, 20 years, and they're all with me up to this time. And they have an average probably of about 8 years of each one of those black belts that is training, with the exception of the new ones. And you don't see that too many in the studio. And that's probably the biggest things that happen in the school is that we are able to have all of our black belts coming back and teaching and then training with me in the same school that they trained themselves and got their black belt.
Steve Dan probably started teaching me Kempo Karate when I was about 19, when he first started to teach me. And I've known him since I was 16 years old. We've all started at an early age. Majority of the individuals started 15, 16, 17 years old. 20 years in martial arts is relatively young. When you start talking the next 20 years, when you're talking at 40, then we'll realize that you're talking to Chief and some of these other individuals that have been in for 40 years.
I think more than anything, the training, it just makes you grow as a person. You become more mature, you become more, especially when you train as a kid, as a little kid, you learn responsibility, discipline, attitude, respect, things like that. So it helps you later on in life.
A lot of people come to the school, a lot of people go through a lot of things in life, and that's what I look for is dedication, but I also try to tell the student that the martial arts isn't your only life, it's just a way of life, it's like anything, you don't want to be obsessed with it either.
I've always been real short. I mean, as opposed to when you're coming out with little kids, you're short, so everybody picks on you. So I got to the point where I didn't want to be, pushed around and stuff. So it's a self-defense, but it's confidence. So it's a way of life. It's not just knowing how to fight, but it's a way how to, proceed with your life as very positive.
I hope Steve Dan remembers this night. I know I will. And I hope that everything that happened tonight was for him. This took a lot of preparation, but I think this night was well worth it.
I want to say something about there were some people that couldn't be here tonight. See, and those people were the young kids. That's the people. Because it wasn't for those little kids that trained with us, it wouldn't be possible for us to be up here tonight. And I want to thank them from all of us.